What's up? What's up?
Have y'all seen that? The Spotify numbers, is Drake still number one?
Man, I don't even pay attention to that no more.
Apparently, he was like setting records.
Yeah, but his albums are trash.
Especially this last album that he dropped.
Nah, it was the last album, bro. That's like the only trash one to me, bro.
Because he put out two, didn't he? He put out that Nevermind one, and then he put out the one right before that one.
The Certified Lover Boy joint.
Yeah, Certified Lover Boy.
Trash.
Nah. The Certified Lover Boy
You like
was
it?
good, bro. Yeah.
Man, compare that to his first three. Man, it's not nowhere.
It's a different era of music, man. Like music shifts, and you gotta find that sound in each like drop of music, because you gotta like appeal to the fans. So if the fans like it, the majority of the fans, then you just gotta rock with it.
Right. But Drake has always been that person to adapt somebody else's style, not style, but like their way. Like when the Migos came out, he jumped on Versace with them. When, Rich Homie Quan and all, whenever there was somebody hot, Drake would be like, all right, that's the new wave. I'm gonna do that.
That's why he doing the H&M music.
But yeah, he doing elevator music now, man.
Look at Beyonce. She followed right behind her.
But
listen, that Beyonce joint, I kind of like that. I kind of like that song. I'm not gonna hold you.
But it's the same vibe. It's the same vibe.
Be in the car bumping.
Yeah.
Party music.
At the red light, like, you won't break my soul.
Wow, no. I don't know.
But you can't do it. Like, name one Drake song in the last two albums that you could play like that.
I'm
my boy.
I'm not a big like music fan for real.
You not wait. So you the only
I'm
dad
an old
that's
school.
not a big. Oh, okay. 90s R&B is me.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
90s R&B.
See, yes. That's my lane. Like 90s,
Right.
early 2000s. But as soon as it started getting into all this other stuff, I really lost it. It ain't me no more.
I would be honest. Yesterday, I had to put my wife up on MC Hammer because I'm from the Bay Area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they not knowing how big Hammer was when he came out, I was like, man, MC Hammer was that dude. And it's near and dear to my heart because I grew up in the Bay Area, you know what I mean?
That was like the West Coast Bobby Brown, bro.
Yes. Even Bobby Brown don't get his recognition like he should.
Nah, facts. Hey, he's a legend, bro. Like,
no, that's because once he got on that stuff, that's all people wanted to talk about.
Nah,
hey, truth be told, that stuff made him who he was.
That lockjaw.
He
got that lockjaw.
Oh, what's that jaw stop movement?
It was over.
It's a wrap.
How I knew he was down bad, there was a video with him and Ja Rule. I don't know if y'all heard that song, but man.
Nah, you gotta hear that joint.
Man, he was about 45 in that video.
Oh, no
and his jaw was moving like
clanging.
That joint's still loose. He still got that rock on that joint.
Oh yeah.
Nah, man, y'all guys bugging out, man.
So since we on entertainment, right?
Yeah.
That your boy R. Kelly, the guy, 30 years.
Bro. But why is he engaged to this, like, to the girl that supposedly had all this stuff done to her? Well, one of them.
Well, she was saying that she wasn't a victim like that. That was just all the media portraying her to be a victim like that, just to smear his name.
So I have a different perspective on this, man. It is not like it's a hot take, but it's so R. Kelly never strong-armed these women, right? He never like clubbed them upside the head and dragged them into a room or anything like that.
Nah,
right?
he was locking them in rooms and stuff, man. I don't know about that.
No, he was a wild boy. Now, don't get me wrong. He needs to be in prison. But you ask 90% of the women that he assaulted, they're at his trial defending him. And I'm just like, and not that takes away from, what he did because
bro.
Right. But there are a lot of like celebrities and music artists and stuff like that need to be in jail right along with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like, just for an example, I don't know if y'all watched the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Whoever was like helping him get these women to him, and the parents of those women need to be in jail. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how
the girls go there. Like, they were driving them to the city that he was having the concerts in and stuff, and letting them do like whatever they wanted to do. So I'm like, yo, like,
right? He should not be alone in that prison. Yeah. In that prison,
so somebody else needs to be held accountable.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was gonna read this article because this was on the agenda. Apparently, he was on suicide watch right after he got after he got his 30-year sentence, right? But he turned around and sued. Who did he sue? The doggone
the feds.
Yeah, the Bureau of Prisons, right? The lawsuit sought compensatory damages for all emotional distress, humiliation, pain, and suffering, and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial. The amount sought was $100 million. It alleged that high-profile individuals like Kelly and recently convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell are placed on suicide watch routinely at the MDC, needlessly incurring violations of their 8th Amendment rights.
Wow.
How much of a luxury is that to be like, hey, book thrown at you, 30 years, but you go be on suicide watch? And they're like, well, I'm gonna sue you because I shouldn't be on suicide watch. Like, who has power like that?
The Pied Piper.
When you think I believe I can fly.
Bro,
that holds a little weight.
Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, man. Shoot, I was looking at this joint that R. Kelly's like manager. He just got like years or something like that because he had threatened the theater, and it was like when they was about to show the freaking documentary and stuff like that. Yeah, he just got convicted now, so it's a lot of stuff behind R. Kelly that other people get in jail for now.
I mean, it's just like Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Like, they were not. You're not working alone. You know, so you have a circle of people.
Why won't they get the rest of the people? Like, there's some higher powers that are playing a hand in this situation.
About R. Kelly or Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, the Maxwell case.
The documentary.
I thought for sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, I thought for sure she was going to get the Epstein treatment. I thought she was going to disappear because she knows
suicide
too
herself?
much. Yeah, because she knows way too much about way too many people.
And those flight logs, they're showing on the documentary, those flight logs to Epstein Island, bro, just pages and pages, and you got royalty on there, and
so you know it's probably some ex-presidents, some senators.
Bill,
come on,
Billy Clinton.
Old Billy.
Old Billy Trump.
Tax man himself.
Trump was on that joint, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot, bro. That's probably why that they really not gonna do nothing to her, because she probably got like things in place to where if she dies,
if something does happen,
like
yeah,
all the stuff would get leaked. Yeah. That's why, like I really think that she ain't gonna get the Epstein. She ain't gonna get the Epstein treatment.
The only thing is, as soon as they find out where her records are, it's a wrap, man. Because they got hackers right now, like determined.
Oh, I know, bro. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because when I looked at like the court documents and all that stuff, because I was curious. I was like, how did this man be able to get away with this? And she's the reason he got away with a lot of this stuff for years.
Bro, she was in judges' pockets. She was doing it all, bro. Like, that's why she got away with a lot of this stuff. That's why they got away with
all those pictures you see them partying it up with this senator and this president and this, high profile figures. Like, you gonna tell me they didn't know? Like, you gonna tell me they didn't know, bro, that old Jeffrey was like, come give me a little massage, a little rubby rub.
Yeah. That's why that they're not gonna open up nothing against Hugh Hefner's stuff. Because he got a lot of people in the
past.
Yeah.
But they can still sue the estate.
Oh, that's right. Who's running the estate now?
One of his wives. I don't know.
One of the bunnies.
Yeah, but from what I heard, he had a lot of wild stuff going on, like teenagers going to his parties and stuff, and crazy stuff happening.
That's documented though.
Yeah, bro, like it's wild.
Yeah,
and they just let these people get away with that. But then they're gonna throw R. Kelly in jail for 30 years. Not saying that either's right, but I'm saying both of them should be in prison.
Yeah. How long did Maxwell get? She got like what? She got 30 years too?
No, that's another thing. She got less time than R. Kelly did. And so people was just losing their minds because they was like, why the black man got to get more time than the white woman and blah, blah, blah. And this systematic racism. And it's like, bro, they both deserve jail time. Does she deserve more or equal? You could argue that, she does.
Bro.
Yes.
She was setting these girls up for this type of stuff, man. Like, and figuring out
some of it was kidnapping.
Like that's some wild stuff.
Because they underage.
Yeah, man. Like that's wild. And you gonna give her less than R. Kelly. And she's trying to appeal it too. So it's like it's crazy.
For what? What are you
gonna appeal? Kells is appealing it too, though.
I don't know. Well,
that wasn't me in the video. All right.
So you mean to tell me this ain't you? All right, man.
The man is singing "I Believe I Can Fly" in the video.
So you mean to tell me the man that said that his name is R. Kelly is not you?
That's not you? My name Robert.
My name Robert.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna call him.
Oh, anyway, moving on. So this was a video that was released on World Star Hip Hop sometime last week or a couple of weeks ago. A young lady, a young reputable young woman was in the club. She works as a exotic dancer, if you will. While she was doing her thing,
making it rain,
getting that cash. She's getting that cash through at her. Another young woman comes in and serves her a folder full of papers. I'm gonna go ahead and play.
She wanted.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
The emojis got me though.
Yeah, right. I got this is a kid show. We gotta block it out.
Right. What's so funny is she threw the money and then served the papers. I'm like, oh. It's like, you gonna need this.
The level of disrespect.
She was dedicated to the service.
She's like, here you go, sweetie. You're gonna need this. Here you go. But also, you've been served. Like, how petty is the baby daddy to be like, it's 4:00 on a Friday. She probably at the club. Yeah. Let me give you the address. Go ahead and drop them papers off to her.
I know the routines.
Yeah.
Inflation.
She can't be like, she can't be like, oh, I don't have the money for child support. Ma'am, you are swimming in the money right now.
Right.
Look, you know when inflation hits because the like desperate people, they start going to the strip clubs to throw the ones because they got a lot of depression. So they're gonna
gas is too expensive out here to not be collecting your child support.
Like, people be riding bikes to the booty club, man.
Gotta save the petrol.
Man.
Oh man.
What got me though is you could tell after she threw the money, she bent down, was like, "Are you such and such?" She's like, "Yeah."
Like, no, you're supposed to throw the job name at her since she's stripping, right? Like, come on, you gotta have a job name. She messed her own bag up right there.
She was smart. Whoever sent her was smart for sending the female because they trusted her. But yeah, girl, this isn't it? Well, your baby daddy said, "Meet him in court."
You've been served. $8.50 a month.
With these papers right here. Woo, $8.50 a month. I need a little bit more. She over there getting them dollars. She probably get $8.50 in a couple dances.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I need about $13.50.
I'm gonna need all that stage money.
Yeah.
I need about $13.50 a month. You know.
You got it. You got it.
Right.
She ain't gonna complain. She make about $25,000 a month.
I keep seeing stories where guys are hitting guys are getting custody of kids and hitting their baby mamas up for child support.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man.
And she'd be like, "Oh, I ain't got it." Well, go ahead and sell that Gucci purse. Go ahead and sell that Louis V.
That's when you start figuring out that they ain't Gucci and Louis. They they Fugi and Louis.
Right.
This is a Louis Vuitton.
This is Louis Vuitton. Why you bag leaking?
Bag leaking. This ain't real. This is worth
the paint on that joint.
This is worth $12.13. Okay,
right.
This ain't real.
This that middle of the mall.
Yo, you crazy, man. He's in the middle of the mall.
Yeah.
The little kiosk joint.
Little kiosk, yeah. Ma'am, come here. I have a gift for you.
Yeah. Cheap. It looks good on you.
Cheap.
Man, they be trying to get me. They be like, my brother.
Let me get shoes for you. I'm like, man, my shoes.
Oh my God. Bro, hey, come here. What shoes? I have like my Gamma 11s on, right? Just walk through the mall, minding my own business. Bro, what shoes you got on right there? Jordan 11s. Keep walking. Hey, man, I'm gonna show you this product real quick. I guarantee you it's gonna get that patent leather clean. Bro, my patent leather's already clean. I rarely wear these shoes. Right. Leave me alone.
Right.
Bro, I walk into Yeezy slides on.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what? I said,
bro, come here.
For come what? Here.
Let me clean the slides up.
Let me clean your slides on. I'm like, my boy, I'm all right. Thanks.
You don't get out my face right now.
Bro. There was only one time they got me, right? So,
oh man, why you let him get you?
So I have, some regular just Jordan 1s on, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm walking, and the dude he backs into me and steps on my shoe, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I didn't know didn't know he worked at the kiosk, man. Right? He was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry," and he's trying to rip my shoe off. He's like, "It's not working with the cloth." He's like, "Come here, let me." I'm like, man, this is some elaborate ass shit. But I appreciated the hustle, so I was like, all right, here's your little $12.
He hustled you out of that one, man.
Yeah.
This cloth I have in my pocket conveniently is not working to clean your shoes.
It's not working.
Come here.
That's crazy.
Let me show you something real quick.
That's crazy.
Oh man, you good.
He hit you with the okie doke.
Yeah,
definitely. Oh, but since we was going to talk about Brittany Griner, how about her doctor actually prescribed her the cannabis oil that she was caught with over there?
Oh,
that don't matter. Even if it's prescribed, like in some places, like even in America, even if you got a cannabis card, like from California, you can't go to Utah and smoke. You know what I mean?
Really?
And so,
I don't know how the international laws work though. Like,
and they more stringent.
Well, Russia, Russia's like, we don't care if you got a doctor's note with the signature right here on the bottom that says Brittany Griner can have this many ounces of cannabis oil, and you show it to me.
Then be like,
no, we won't. No. They got a point to prove though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, it's gonna be a bad look for them if they do that.
But the thing is, she should have did her due diligence. Like, not saying that what she did, what they're doing to her isn't excessive. Like, they should have, slap on the wrist, took it away from her and let her go. But if I was to go to another country with drugs on me, like regardless if you consider weed a drug or anything like that, it's illegal over there. Right?
It comes from the earth.
It's not hurting anyone. I mean,
right. Like, I have, like, me personally, I have no problem with it. But if, let's say, you go over there and they find it on you, like let's say you flying from Texas. Texas, guns are legal. You can't fly with guns. You know what I mean? So she should have been like, "Hey, can I bring this?"
You can. You gotta tell. You gotta be like, "Hello, airline. I have a gun." Write it down. Blah blah.
Special procedure. You gotta lock it up.
Right. She didn't do that. She didn't do that with Mary Jane, though. She didn't do that.
Yeah.
And it was like
the earth, man.
It was in a vape pen, though.
Like, it's not like she's trying to traffic like heroin or something. Like,
that's true.
Like, she's trying to strap down pounds of weed to her stomach.
And you're gonna tell me they don't have anything similar to that in Russia?
No,
they don't have anything like that in Russia.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is they want a reason to stick it to America, and she's a high profile person that they can stick it to.
It's gonna get even worse for her.
Yeah. Especially after she pleaded guilty. I'm like,
I think she did that to, it's probably under the advice of counsel to lessen her sentence from what it probably would have been.
Right. But like my uncle, who, is a bail bondsman now, but he was a lawyer before, he was just like, ignorance of the law does not protect you from it.
No,
the law, you know what I mean? And she was ignorant of the law. Not saying that she did it intentionally to say F you, Russia, or whatever.
But she was prescribed it and it was in there and she didn't know.
But the thing is, does the WNBA allow that?
I don't know.
Because I don't think the NBA allows it.
I don't know.
Right?
No, I know the NBA, they don't test for it. And the NFL, they don't test for it.
But that just stopped, right? The testing just stopped.
I thought that was
the NBA, it's been going on for a while.
Right.
They don't test for it for a while?
Yeah. The NFL just started like a season ago or something like that.
Which is, they should then give Ricky Williams all his back.
Give him his flowers back, yeah.
Give him all his money. Because he would have made a lot of money from all of daggone games he missed during suspensions. Yeah.
But like, I feel like Russia's gonna be like, all right, well, if you want her back, we need such and such, because we still got those sanctions on Russia. So
those sanctions have nothing to do with a person going over there. They're trying to invade a country.
Bargaining chips.
Nah, we're not about to do that. Right. That's not a big enough chip.
Yeah. So this article from Newsweek, this is from probably a week and a half ago, about Joe Biden signed an executive order expanding his administration's ability to negotiate the release of Brittany Griner and other Americans that the government has judged to be wrongfully detained abroad. The order is meant to make it easier for officials to negotiate the return of American citizens who have been wrongfully detained. It comes as Biden remains under pressure to ensure Griner's release, as many, including the president himself, have expressed outrage at her detainment in a Russian prison.
Facts.
Another thing that was brought up, people were debating this very heavily, especially on Twitter. By the way, Twitter is wild. Twitter is wild. Yes. I love
it's a wild place to be.
It's a wild place to be. They were like,
I'd be on Twitter like this. Well, I don't want to see
peek through the blinds. Peeking through the blinds.
Y'all shouldn't be doing that.
Homer Simpson going back into the movie.
Like,
oh my God.
I can see y'all, but I don't want to see y'all. They were saying, there was people arguing, like, first of all, obviously the disparity between WNBA and NBA in terms of salaries. That's a whole nother debate for another time. But they're saying if it was LeBron James overseas, locked up in Russia, it would have.
Oh, he would have been out. He would have been out.
The hammer of God would have came down and got him out in 2 days.
He probably wouldn't even have been in, because everybody knows LeBron James. He's
right, but even if it was like Sue Bird, though.
Yeah.
Because nobody really knew who Brittany Griner was before this. So if somebody, even let's keep it to the WNBA, like if it was somebody like Sue Bird, Lisa Leslie, somebody of higher note, that they'll be like, all right,
Yeah.
She came through. They were just like, "Oh, you are very tall, but I have to take these." So handcuffs.
You want to play basketball for Russia?
You want to play basketball?
Exactly.
Oh,
but wasn't Brittany Griner? Wasn't she the one that has to pay child support to
her woman?
A child that's not
biologically hers. Yeah.
So she's taking all the L's.
That's wild.
Yeah, hey, that's the LGBTQ stuff, man.
She has to pay child support.
Yeah,
her current girlfriend's or wife's kid.
Yeah,
ex-wife. Right? Yeah,
or ex-wife.
Yeah.
That is,
and the kid isn't hers, but they were
biologically
they were legally
that's wild.
They were legally like together, and they were raising a kid together. So it was like, this is your child too.
Yikes.
Yeah. Hey, you want to be like us? You're gonna get us treatment.
Oh, here's something. This is what I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about today. Speaking of sports and basketball, Ja Morant of Memphis Grizzlies fame. He's superstar in the making, right? That can be argued. You can argue that he's going to be. They just released the top 75.
Derrick Rose.
I'll say he'll be, in the next couple years. Yeah, don't say D Rose. The next couple years, he'll be.
His knees bad already.
He'll be top whatever. This is not a hot take. This is actually what I guess it is a hot take, but he actually said this. Mr. Ja Morant. He said, if you put MJ in today's game, he's just another superstar. We got me, Steph, Luka, Dame, Trey, and then guys like Bron, KD, Giannis, Kawhi. It's not just one superstar and a bunch of average dudes.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Do you think MJ would just be another superstar in today's game?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, he would just be another one of them.
The thing is, right? You look at the 7 years that it took Michael Jordan to win a championship, right? He couldn't be Detroit. He couldn't be the Lakers. He couldn't be
Boston.
Boston. Yeah, he couldn't be Houston. In any of these teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until they got to the climax of their, tenure, or
when they got Scotty.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Scotty does not get enough credit. He does not get enough credit.
Right.
Bill Cartwright, Paxton,
right.
Steve Kerr,
who was
Dennis Rodman,
and they were just like, "Oh, it's Steve Kerr." He's like, in the record books, he's the most accurate 3-point shooter per, I think it's 1,000 3-point shots or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you look at all that, and then you look at his style of play, that wouldn't fly now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'd score 40, but there's average players scoring 40 right now. Mm-hmm. Look at Jason Tatum. He scored 60. In
you think JT's average?
Yeah. take Jaylen Brown away from him, and
he's a walking bucket still, bro.
He is, but can he lead his team without another superstar?
That's what people fail to realize. It takes more than one superstar to make a team go. Even Giannis is Giannis is probably one of the most dominant players I've seen since Shaq.
To be that tall,
But he still needs other players. He needs Middleton.
The Bucks got some serious role players, though. Yeah, Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis came out of nowhere. I was like, who is this dude with the headband and the T-shirt coming out, knocking down 3-pointers consistently?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You need other players to be better than just a role player. And a lot of teams
I don't believe you need,
and that's what the Bulls were.
Right. I don't believe you need another superstar. You need people that are okay with their position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Memphis.
Broadway
with John Morant. Yeah, with John Morant out, they still won 22 games. You know what I mean?
Everybody knew what they had to do.
They knew, right. But then even if you look at the Bucks, I feel like they could have won without Middleton if the other role players stepped up. If somebody was to say, "Hey, look, Giannis needs help. He can score 50."
Mm-hmm.
That boy Holiday was helping him though.
Oh, Drew Holiday, right? Yeah. But his defense is, next to
Somebody else got to pick up a little bit more slack, man. I'm telling you.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in all stars. Because look at the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. They got all superstars and got swept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
didn't win any games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we were talking about. I was talking about this in the office with one of my coworkers. The fact that on paper, like if you look at that roster from last year, and you like, that's who the Nets got. You're like, bro, they at least Eastern Conference Finals at a minimum,
bro.
To get knocked out in the first round
of the season, just having KD, Kyrie, and the Beard, y'all should have been to the finals. Like,
should have been.
That's not even a question. But it didn't happen like that. Even picking up Ben Simmons, if Ben Simmons would get out his own head, bro, Ben Simmons would be a dominant ball player.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in his own head because
I don't believe so.
Like that, you be seeing him draining shots, doing all this stuff, but as soon as he tries to go to a game and do the same thing, it doesn't translate. He's in his own head. It's something he has to get by. It's like a wall or something like that. But yeah.
I don't believe Ben Simmons will ever be anything than what he is right now in the league. Like, he got all the intangibles, but there's something that crept into his mind and is kicking his ass right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental block.
But I feel like he's the type of person that won't take that accountability to be like, I need to get help. And not just on the basketball courts, because that is already solidified. He's a great player.
Yeah.
But he won't sit down on a couch and talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna mess him up every single time.
Yeah. Should I think the Philly fans did it to him because they can be terrible on their own players, bro. I'm being serious.
They will boo a baby.
Bro, I had went to a Giants Philly game, bro, and the Giants, bro, we were dogging them. We were dogging them. The Philly fans were giving their own team the business, bro. Like, I was like, these dudes are ruthless, man. They don't care. They don't care at all.
Man.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because, like, we were just in Philly, right? And the people they're nice, you know, like individually. But you get them in a group, man.
Oh my God.
But going back to the topic, you look at the evolution of player. I don't think Jordan ever faced anybody like LeBron James other than Magic Johnson, and he couldn't beat him, except for with his first championship. But that's after Magic, you know, was
that's
on his decline.
Bro. That's why it's trailing off.
Yeah.
I say the same thing too. I was like, yo, Jordan was in that era to where there weren't a lot of players that were like superstars. That were just like bona fide, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
There weren't a lot of them. And
but when he came up against him, he couldn't beat him. When he came up against him, he couldn't beat him.
Yeah. But as the sport evolves, though, you got just people just coming out the woodwork. You go down to Gold's Gym, bro. You got 12-year-olds dunking on people just because the game has just evolved like that, and people have just evolved like that over time. So yeah, I agree with what Josh said about MJ just being another star in today's league, because he was definitely in his own in his era.
Because all I'm gonna say is the 96, 97 Bulls are getting washed by Golden State's golden team with freaking KD, Steph, and Clay. They're getting washed.
It's too much firepower.
That team was big.
Firepower. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jordan was a man, but he
was in his time. He was the man. But you look at just how the game evolved. It went from dunking to you got to shoot 63 pointers in the game. You know what I mean?
He is lighting it up. Steph changed the game, bro. Like, seriously, Steph changed the game.
Right. Now, do you think that he's top 5?
Yeah.
Or even top 10? Steph Curry?
Yes.
Top 10, yeah.
Top 10?
Yeah. I think he's top 5.
I think he's top 5?
That's hard, man.
What other point guard are you putting above him?
We just talking about point guards or
Magic Johnson
in general?
You're gonna put Magic Johnson above Steph Curry.
Yes.
But you can't
Magic Johnson
him,
was 6'9".
But Magic Johnson was I guess you could say he was like a true point guard. Yeah. And he's a different player.
He was a true point guard.
Steph is like, pass, I'm gonna run around the whole court 6 times. I'm gonna get the ball back and shoot.
Bro.
Right. Magic Johnson, rookie year, won his championship. Rookie year came out. Made a difference.
But look at Magic Johnson back in the 70s, and then look at Steph now. The games are like 2 totally different parallels.
He had a little.
It was the 70s.
It was the 70s. Nah, but
they were playing in bell bottoms and booty shorts out there.
The boys was bugging out. In big Converse and big socks.
Oh man!
Yeah. Have you ever tried to dunk a basketball in Converse?
No. I think my arch fell out
spring.
Just by thinking about that. My arch, both of them joints hurt.
Oh man!
Just thinking about, I have to play in some Crocs right now, man.
Oh, man.
In sport mode. Man. I was looking at I don't know if y'all watched the HBO show Winning Time about Magic Johnson.
Oh no!
It's on my list. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
they was talking about how Magic Johnson was doing his no-look passes, and it was like hitting people in the face and in the chest. And they're just like, hey, I wasn't ready for it. He's like, you got to keep your eyes open.
Hey, you got to get ready. Keep your eyes on me.
Man.
That man is wild, bro. That man. But I think Steph is top 5, bro. I really think Steph is top 5.
See, my top 5 is Wilt, Shaq, LeBron, Tim Duncan,
Man.
and
shout out Tim
No
Duncan.
way.
yeah,
No way.
And Magic Johnson.
No way.
Yes,
I
sir.
got LeBron, Kobe, Bill Russell.
Kobe? He's a lesser Michael Jordan.
What?
You telling me he's better than Michael Jordan?
He was Michael Jordan, but
he
in
was,
our era.
Yes. He was our Michael Jordan.
He was a better Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan.
And he had the unlikely privilege to play with LeBron James, who is a better.
And he still won a championship when LeBron James was in the league. So
did a lot of people.
But not a lot of people went to 9 straight finals, though. I know that much.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. LeBron is like, he'll take you to the dance. He just like, he tired when he gets there.
Because he need help. He need help.
But it's funny you say that because it's like we were talking about Michael Jordan being, on his own island in his era. I saw an old highlight reel of LeBron when the Spurs won in 2007, but they were playing the Cavs, and it was when LeBron was playing in Detroit. It's when the Cavs were playing Detroit, and LeBron was just mopping dudes. It looked like they were standing still, and I feel like that's the comparison from MJ back in his day to LeBron during our time, because he was just dusting dude. Now, granted, he went and got his butt mollywopped in the finals by my Spurs, but in that Eastern Conference Finals, he was looking good. It was real
bad, bro. Yeah. Like LeBron was the only person that was moving, and it was like he was leaving his own team behind, and I was like, yo.
But back in the day, those Spurs played like a team.
I miss it.
Man. Mr. Fundamentals.
They've always played like that.
Give me the ball. Tim Duncan was that dude. Man.
Kawhi Leonard and all that. They've always been team ball. Like everybody's gonna get there. Everybody. And I hated the Spurs so much. With a passion.
It was boring basketball.
It was boring, but it was effective.
It was.
The Spurs were one rebound away from having 6 championships.
Bro,
a back-to-back. I'm still sour. That was 9 years ago. I'm still sour.
Yeah,
bro. That boy Ray, Sugar Money Ray. That boy was in that corner. I was like, oh man, that's it.
That was a dagger. That hurt.
I still got y'all.
You had to feel salty with Kawhi going to Toronto and winning the championship there,
and then dipping out.
And then
first year,
I'm out.
I was like,
watch this.
Yo.
Watch this. He pulled a watch this and dip, bro, and dip.
Oh my god. No, I mean,
what I don't understand. Oh, go ahead.
No, Kawhi. I mean, I have his jersey upstairs in my closet right now. Like, he was one of my favorite Spurs players. When the way the Spurs handled his departure and all that injury stuff and all that. I got my own opinions about that. But then he went up to Toronto. It was like, give me the ball. You want a championship? Give me the ball. Just give it to me. And just ran straight through. Bro, that shot is iconic.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yes. Man.
No, I mean, I was happy for him, like legit happy for him. And then he kind of moved on to was it still on the Clippers, I think?
Yeah,
He's
and
sitting
now
on the
Kawhi's
bench.
just another guy.
Yeah.
He's just another guy.
Now he's just sitting on the
another
bench.
guy.
But everybody
Great wing
keeps putting
defender.
the Clippers as like, because everybody's supposed to be healthy next year, right?
Mhm.
So everybody keeps saying the Clippers are going to be that team. I don't think so.
John Wall going to trick it up.
They got John Wall, PG, Kawhi.
John Wall going to trick it up. Watch.
Man.
Bro,
You see that tweet that he put out? It wasn't a tweet. It's like a quote. He was like, me, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, and you think the third best defender is going to stop me? And I was like, first of all,
but
you think you're the third best on that team?
There was another video that like somebody had freaking put to it, and it was John Wall, and he was getting defended by somebody's like third worst freaking player, and he was locking him up. And it was like, we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine.
We got it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
John Wall is like what he used to be.
Yeah.
So with LeBron going into year 20 this year?
Yeah, man.
He says he wants to play with his son. And everybody's saying that he's on the decline, but then when he hit that Drew League, he hit the boys for 40.
40 plus,
40
bro.
16.
40 plus. Hey, LeBron
looking like a creative player.
LeBron, bro, this man spends over $2 million on his body a year.
That's crazy.
To make sure that his body is in tip-top shape, bro. Like,
he looks like he got another 5 years, to be honest.
Facts. And
I saw a tweet
in the league in 2.
Yeah. I saw a tweet. It was like, imagine coming off your job as a janitor. You got to lock up LeBron James in the Drew League game.
Should I see what it said? Should imagine you got to lock up LeBron, but you got to go to work Monday morning.
You be over there, my back.
My back hurt. My back.
Why are you calling in? I just locked up LeBron James I tried to lock up LeBron James last night.
You know how unbelievable that story is? Like, come on, you did what?
So I'll see you at 8:30 then? Okay.
Turn on the Drew League. See LeBron and DeMar DeRozan.
Right. You should have seen that one dude
that was talking trash.
He was like,
oh no. I put time off for this.
I'm calling in tomorrow.
I'm calling in. Shoot.
Like, just don't show my face on the poster.
Please.
Nah, you gonna get that shine. You gonna get that shine. Nah, but LeBron, he's not slowing down. He's a different animal, man. He's a different animal.
But as good as he is, can he get past Russ?
Russ ain't tradable right now. Nobody wants to take his contract on.
I don't think that they should trade him.
They should. Bro, they should trade him for Kyrie.
He needs to calm down.
Trade him for either Kyrie or KD.
Kyrie or KD. You want Kyrie?
Yeah, bro, you want to championship with Kyrie? Yes. Get another
championship. I would take Kyrie over Russ.
Listen. If KD gets traded there, it's a wrap. You might as well just go ahead and put a bow on it. They're going to the finals, and they're going to win. You put KD and LeBron and AD together, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap monster right there.
If
it's a wrap.
Kyrie goes to the Lakers, if Kyrie goes to the Lakers, it'll be like Brooklyn all over again.
Nah, it'll be like a retuned Cavs, and AD is a more athletic Kevin Love.
You know how Kyrie's all into like spirituality and all that stuff. You put that man in LA where the yogis reside. Like every spirituality person is in LA right now.
They might
waiting for Kyrie like this.
They might go 82-0. They might go 82-0.
Just because Golden State ain't looking like it's getting back. They got to get past Golden State. They got to get past
Golden State. They lost a lot of free agent players though. So
Gary Payton Jr.
They lost Gary Payton. Yeah.
But then they picked up was it Monroe or I forget his name. He's another role player, but as long as they don't lose Jordan Poole,
and James Wiseman. If they lose Wiseman, that's the future.
But you know what? They was talking about trading them for KD to come back.
That's what I'm saying. But they was like, we don't want to trade Poole or James Wiseman for him to come there because they were trying to put that package with like Andrew Wiggins and send him over there for KD.
Wiggins found his home, man. I think Wiggins found his home.
He was a good fit.
Wiggins is a solid player.
Yeah.
He's a solid player, bro.
Right. He just don't want to be a superstar, I think. And he came to a place where they played great team basketball.
Why do I got to carry a team on my back to get a ring? That's probably what he's thinking.
Right. But then he can step up, though. You seen in the finals, he stepped up, played great
Step up when we need. And then when Steph come in, he do his thing.
Just like Jordan Poole. He did his thing. Now go sit your butt up on the bench. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
And then whenever James Wiseman freaking gets back, he's gonna be like a better Draymond. Well, I wouldn't say better, but he's like
Draymond.
The path of Draymond. But he can shoot the ball better.
Right.
But that boy Draymond almost tricked it up in the finals, though, boy.
Man,
He really did.
He almost tricked it up. I was about to be like, God dang, Draymond. They're gonna get rid of you next year instead of these young boys.
Right. I can see Draymond as a player coach though, like, and then he'll transition out of the
Very
league.
Smart. Very
right.
Smart.
But the thing is, like, he gets everybody going because I feel like Steph is so nonchalant, Clay is so nonchalant, Jordan Poole ain't like that rah-rah dude either. Draymond's that only dude that can get him going. So he can be like putting up 2 points.
He got the same spirit. He got the same spirit as Udonis Haslam. He the old head on the team. That's Udonis Haslam been on the bench for 6 years, but he's still like getting all his teammates' heads.
He's still collecting the check, bro. When they had that meme of him walking out,
it's like Iguodala.
He ain't played.
Bro, he ain't played. He ain't played in a decade.
Yeah, just like Iguodala. Iguodala played 2 minutes out of the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're there for, though. To coach the young boys, to get them to where they need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
But
let's go ahead and close. We're gonna close on this. Yeah. This is something I saw on Facebook. It's Teddy Bridgewater, right? Football season's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Bridgewater made I think a pretty good point. He said, I'm tired of seeing football players portray this tough guy image or pretend he's gangster. You went to school, you attended those classes, and some even got their college degree. So don't wait until you inherit this legal money from the league to decide you want to be tough or portray a street image, that's in quotes, a street image, because it's kids that are looking up to everything we do.
Right.
That's a fact. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
But Teddy Bridgewater can't forget where some of these kids came from.
Exactly. The first player I thought of when I read that quote was Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch been Marshawn Lynching since he was Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, but he never portrayed like a thug image. But if you ever went to Oakland, that's every dude that's out there. That's not thugs. That's not thugs. That's not whatever. That's just every person that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
But Marshawn Lynch never spent a dime of his NFL check until like now. You know what I mean? So
he was smart with it.
He didn't talk kind of, he wasn't eloquent with his words or anything like that. And I understand where Teddy Bridgewater is coming from. The person I thought of when he said that was I don't know if you guys remember Pac-Man Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Pac-Man and man, bro. You don't know Pac. But Pac-Man is that man.
He used to like square up with people on the field, all that stuff. I mean,
if you ever go to West Virginia, bro, and ask about Pac-Man Jones up there, they tell you Pac-Man been Pac-Man since Pac-Man been Pac-Man.
Yeah, but you now get handed $1 million check what is it going to take to get away from Virginia Beach?
Yeah.
But you asking that man to change himself.
Right. Okay. Here's another scenario. But I give you $1 million and I'd be like, all right, now give me 800,000 back. You're not gonna do that, right?
No.
Right. But he did it willingly by fines, by just tricking the money off, by giving it away.
Young and dumb. Young and dumb.
Yeah. So how much is it gonna take for you to get away from Virginia Beach?
Leave that,
not
that street
the
image.
place, the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people take a long time for them to mentally mature. So
right.
Yeah. I mean, he's saying, you know, I think he was mostly talking about dudes that were 4-year collegiate athletes that then went to the league and they were like, yeah, I'm this bad boy now. It's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're fronting for the gram. Stop. Because you got some dudes that grow up in that environment.
Right.
You got some dudes that grow up in that environment that are just athletically gifted. Then they make it to the league, but they're still that person. You know what I mean? But I think he was more so talking about, you know, the dudes that were all buttoned up, you know, did their 4 years, got their degree, and then came in, and now that they're athletes, all that money would go. They're a tough guy now.
Yeah.
Sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
I think just nobody wants that, the image like not Russell Westbrook, but the quarterback Russell Wilson. Yeah. Nobody wants that buttoned up look like that. But you got to think about it. Russell Wilson is going to be famous for a long time, even after football, because he was buttoned up and he never really got into trouble or anything like that. But then you look at somebody like let's say the big bust from something Russell from the Raiders. He was like a big bust.
Oh,
but
Jamarcus Russell. Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell, right? Yeah. You look at somebody like him from, you know, he tried to portray that street image and all this other stuff, and they weren't having it.
The Jamarcus Russell issue was because he was addicted to codeine. He wasn't
codeine straight. It was syrup, like codeine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, who portrays that more than anything? Rappers.
Yep.
He was just addicted to the lifestyle because of what he's seen and heard. That's why.
But he had the biggest check coming out of college. The biggest.
It's hard. It's hard to change your influences. Once you get that money, you feel like you can do it more. You have to be a good person on the inside because the money's just going to reflect what's already there.
Right.
It's just going to make that more.
I feel like you don't have to be a good person because look at the Fortune 500 CEOs. I feel like you got to be a smart person.
Yeah.
Because that's just like somebody saying, here's a $100 million contract. Now then you turn around and be like, well, here's $99 million back. There's no
off
way.
the jump. Yeah. No.
Some people don't have the mental capacity to handle that type of situation, man. I'm telling you.
You know what? You're right, because you look at the amount of lottery winners that just
blow their money.
Broke.
Yeah. Just because you get money, you got to make that money work for you now. You don't just spend it all. You got to be smart.
True. Yeah, that's just like that Miles Bridges, going back to basketball. That's like that Miles Bridges thing. He just got his big payday, and now he's finna get fees, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was promising too, because he had, he just got on the team with the Ball brother and all this other stuff. So he just got his money. So
he's a wild guy, man.
He's about to piss it all away.
Yep. Thanks for the check. Here's 99% of it back.
I can't keep my hands to myself. I'm sorry.
Right. Everybody don't feel bad for it. Give it all back,
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta let them burn after that one.
Yes, sir.
But all right, y'all. YouTube, appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back probably next week?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back next week with more on We Set the Trends.
Watch this. Watch this.
Yes,
Peace.
Watch this. Peace.
All right, bye.